Imagine building roads so well that some of them are still in use after 2,000 years. No asphalt, no machines, just stone, sweat, and straight-up Roman genius. Welcome to the story of how the Romans built the original superhighway and changed the world forever. Now, when we think of roads today, we think of traffic, potholes, GPS, and maybe the occasional speed trap. But back in the Roman Empire, roads were power. They were how you moved armies, messages, money, and sometimes an emperor or two. The Romans didn't invent roads, but oh man, did they perfect them. At their peak, they built over 250,000 miles of roads. That's enough to circle the earth 10 times. And these weren't muddy dirt paths. These were multi-layered, laser-straight stone highways stretching across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. So how did they do it? First, they were obsessed with straight lines. Roman engineers literally used tools like a groma. Think of it like ancient surveying gear, to make sure their roads went from point A to point B as directly as possible. Mountains? Cut through them. Swamps? Drain them. Rivers? Build a bridge. The phrase "nothing stops the Romans" wasn't just a vibe, it was engineering policy. Once the route was mapped, Roman legions, yes, actual soldiers, would start digging. They excavated a trench, sometimes several feet deep, then layered it with materials. Large stones at the bottom, then crushed gravel, then sand or lime mortar, and finally smooth paving stones on top. The result? Roads that were slightly curved in the center so rainwater would drain off the sides. That's right. The Romans invented the cambered road. Modern roads still use that design today. But Roman roads weren't just built to last, they were built to connect. The most famous one? The Via Appia, the Queen of Roads. Built in 312 BC, it stretched over 300 miles from Rome to the southern port of Brundisium, and parts of it are still walkable today. You can literally walk the same stones Roman legions marched on. That's wild. Along these roads, milestones were placed every Roman mile, roughly 4,800 feet. These markers told travelers how far they were from Rome, the heart of the empire. Think of it as the OG Google Maps. And because these roads were standardized, goods and soldiers could move faster than ever. Rome's legions could travel up to 25 miles a day. Messages from the front lines could reach the Senate in days, not weeks. Trade exploded, cultures mixed, and Rome held its grip over a vast empire, in part because its roads made distance irrelevant. But it wasn't just about logistics. Roman roads were symbols of control. A road through your territory meant you were part of the empire now, whether you liked it or not. It was Rome's way of saying, we're here, we built the road, we run this. Even after the empire collapsed, those roads remained. Medieval kingdoms literally built their cities around them. Modern highways and train lines still follow Roman routes. So next time you're stuck in traffic on a long, straight road, there's a decent chance you're on the ghost of a Roman highway. From military dominance to economic expansion, the Roman road system was one of the most powerful tools in history. It didn't just move people and goods, it moved civilization itself. And that's why Roman roads weren't just paths. They were the veins of an empire. If this blew your mind, wait till you hear how the Romans built aqueducts to move water across mountains. Hit subscribe and let's keep digging up the dust of ancient empires.